Welcome all of you for the first class on complex integration. So this is the second unit on complex analysis. In the sense, one unit we have already completed on complex variables, and we are extending our discussion to the next unit. As per your syllabus, this will be unit 4. Okay, previous unit we have discussed analytic functions, harmonic functions, Laplace equation, and some applications to string function and others. And we discussed bilinear transformation and conformal transformation. So this unit, again under complex analysis or complex variables, we are discussing about how to find the integral of complex functions, right? So functions will be given, we need to find the integral of such functions, complex functions. So what is the meaning of this complex function? I hope that I have explained in the very first class of complex variables. Anyway, let us recall this. See, let f be any function a to b. Let f be any function from a to b. Then see, generally this value f of x belongs to b can be of two types. One thing, it will be a real number, and another thing is a complex number. Whatever the value of x, we don't worry about x, but we worry about f of x, to which set the elements are going to map. Okay, so if that set is containing real numbers only, then we say that this is a real valued function. If f of x is a real number for every x, then it is called real valued function. If f of x is complex number for every value of x, then f of x or the function f is called complex valued function or complex function simply. So ಪ್ರತಿ x ಗು f of x ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದು f of x ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ರಿಯಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಬಟ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರತಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರೇ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಎಫ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್. There is one more case where this f of x takes more than one values, that is one type, and another thing, this may take a real value or may take a complex value. So in that case we say that it is multi-valued function. Okay, now so our aim is to discuss the integration of complex valued functions or simply complex functions. Suppose we have this xy plane and this is the point, say z. So generally we take z equal to x plus iy. So throughout this unit we restrict ourselves to the Cartesian form, z equal to x plus iy. Okay, suppose this is a complex valued function. Usually complex valued ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, x ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, z ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. And to denote that the values are from complex field, we will write this belongs to C. See, just writing this C, this denotes a set. This denotes a set. But if you write this, this is a general notation for complex plane. This may be any set, there is a chance of confusion, but this is fixed set of complex numbers. Really, in case of real numbers also we write like this, so that means it is a set of real numbers or plane, real plane. ಅಥವಾ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ನೇಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಾಗಿ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದರ ನಿಜವಾದ ಹೆಸರು. ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಎರಡೆರಡು ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವರಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ, ಎರಡು ಗೆರೆ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾಕು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಬರೋದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಗೆರೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ set of complex numbers. Okay, now f of z is a complex valued function and it will be generally of the form f of z equal to u plus iv, where u and v are real valued functions. Again, u and v are functions from one set some other set to real numbers, and z equal to x plus iy. So there is a difference between the integration in case of real valued functions and integration in case of complex valued functions. So in case of real valued functions, you will be given with some domain. So between these 2 points you have to integrate, and function will be like this. You have to integrate, then that actually denotes the area bounded by this curve between these coordinates. Okay, that will be the integration. And in case of integration in real valued function integration ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಚಾನ್ಸನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನು ಓದ್ಕೊ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎರಡು ಥರದ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್, ಮೂರು ಥರದ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಸಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬೈ 3 ಓನ್ಲಿ. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ different from this. But in case of complex valued functions, the integration will be along a line. So first point you have to note down here, the integration will be along a line anadkinta along a curve. Integration will be done along a curve always. And see, if this is the point z and you need to integrate over z, then you have to consider a curve that joins z with 0 origin. Then you have to take integration over that curve. Then how many such curves exist? So many such curves exist. You may write like this, that is also a curve joining origin to z. You may draw just like a straight line, that is also a curve. You may draw like this, then from here to here, that is also curve. So you can find many such curves joining those 2 points. Okay, since we integrate over a curve or over a line, the integration of complex valued functions is called line integral. Line integral ಅಥವಾ line integration. ಸೊ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಲೈನ್ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಲೈನ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಲೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗೇನೆ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, okay, notation. Okay, that I'll write it as notation. Point number 2, if you integrate f of z over a line c, then it is denoted by integration over c f of z dz. Now there is a question whether this line is a loop or a open line. Loop antandre it will be like this. See, it is a loop, that is closed line. Simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ closed curve ಅಥವಾ open curve. This is actually integration ಅಥವಾ line integration of f of z over an open curve C. It is an open curve. This is the notation for open curve. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ closed curve ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ notation ಇದೆಯಾ? Yes. If it is a closed curve, then we have the notation like this. So this represents integration of f of z over a closed curve C. Okay. Now suppose we have 2 points. This we call as P and this we call as Q. Then say this is the path C. Okay, ಇದನ್ನ C ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, C1 ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, ಇದನ್ನ C2 ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅವೆರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ತಗೋಣ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ C. And C is a curve that joins P to Q. C is a curve that joins P to Q. So ಈ P to Q ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆರೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ Q to P ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Now it is a directional curve. ಅಥವಾ ಕರ್ವ್ ಬದಲು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಪಾತ್. ಪಾತ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪಾತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಪಾತ್. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಪಾತ್. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪಾತ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪಿ ಟು ಕ್ಯೂ. That need not imply that C is a path from Q to P also. Need not imply. You may treat that as a one way. So we can go from P to Q, but Q to P is not possible. Then I'll consider one more curve. This I'll write as minus C. Why we write that as minus C? Because that curve will be an opposite to C. So the function of this curve or the nature of this curve is opposite to C. That means it is a curve from Q to P. Now we can integrate over C. And also we can integrate over minus C. Then how those two are related? How those two are related? Note. Number 1, integral over C. Okay, integral over minus C f of z dz. Integral over minus C f of z dz. See, integral over this second curve minus C f of z dz will be equal to negative of integral over C f of z dz. So I have to find the integral over C and also integral over minus C. Integral over minus C will be minus of integral over C. That is a very interesting property of line integrals. Integral over minus C is same as minus of integral over C. See, it is very beautiful result actually. Next, second note. Okay, I will write here. Suppose I have here P and here is Q. And the path P to Q is like this. Okay, so that this is C1, ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ C1, ಇದು C2, ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ C3, C4, C5 and C6. Okay, that means the path from P to Q has different partitions, or you can say that the path from P to Q is a combination of the paths C1, C2, C3, C4 and so on. It may go up to Cn. Then how to find the integral of f of z over the curve that joins P to Q? See, first traverse C1 from this point, then traverse C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. So completing the curve C6, or completely traversing that curve, definitely you reach Q. So it is a path from P to Q, right? It is a path from P to Q. So definitely you can treat that different paths collectively as a single path. Though you have 6 partitions, you can collectively call that as single path. See, here is Delhi and somewhere here is Bangalore. Definitely you can find an highway connecting these two cities, but that highway is not directly from Bangalore to Delhi. That is not from Bangalore to Delhi direct way. There are some other cities here. You have to go through that cities, and year to year you may have this is NH72, and somewhere year to year this is NH136, and year to year this may coming from here, and this is going to join this, and this goes somewhere here, and this may be NH237. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ರೋಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗೆಲ್ಲೋ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಿಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೋಡ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. So here the path is a combination of different paths. So in such case, if C is a combination of C1, C2 and so on Cn, then integral over C f of z dz will be equal to integral over C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz, and this will continue. In fact, it can be an infinite sequence, I mean series. Okay, we will consider only finite case. So C1, C2, Cn f of z dz. That is the second note. Note number 3. If you have the linear combination of functions, integral over C, a into f of z plus b into g of z dz. So this type of property is called linearity. See, this type of property looks like a simple property. ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಇದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ a very useful property this one. Linearity property is very much useful. So a into f of z plus b into g of z dz over c will be equal to a into integral over c f of z dz plus b into integral over c g of z dz. Right? So this is the third important point. So these are some note points, I mean notes. Actually these are called properties of line integrals. Properties of line integrals that I have not explicitly mentioned. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ನೋಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಸಿಟ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಿ ಎಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ, ಬಟ್ ವೈಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. we may mention or not, but we use this. Okay, let us come to the actual part. Line integral of a complex valued function. I think again it is not necessary to explain you. See, we have f of z equal to u plus iv, right? Then integral f of z dz will be integral f of z ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ u plus iv into dz ಅಂದ್ರೆ, see we have z equal to x plus iy, so dz will be obviously dx plus I dy. So if you multiply this, I think you are familiar with multiplication of complex numbers. The real part will be u dx minus v dy plus I into integral v dy plus u, okay, v dx, sorry, v dx plus u dy. See, this is purely a real function, integral of a real function. Okay, sorry, real valued function, the integral. This is a real valued function and this is a real valued function. Real valued ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ಏನು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಆ ತರದ್ದು ಇದು. So evaluation of a complex integral is equivalent to evaluating two real valued functions. Understand this carefully. Evaluation of one complex valued function is equivalent to evaluating two real valued functions. That's all. We are just evaluating real valued functions only. Complex valued functions ಅಂತ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎದುರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಭಯ, ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನ ಭಯ. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟು ಭಯ ಪಡೋಂಥದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ರಿಯಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. And in fact it is very much interesting. I think you have not studied vector integration, right? So then even without knowledge of vector integration you can solve this. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇದೇ ಥರದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಒಂದು ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ಇರೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಮ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. A. First one, evaluate integral over z square dz, integral over z square dz along A. Straight line joining z equal to 0 to z equal to 3 plus I. B. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎ ಬಳಸಿದಿನ, ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಇದನ್ನ 1, ಇದು 2. A straight line from z equal to 0 to z equal to 3, and another straight line from z equal to 3 to z equal to 3 plus I. Okay, this is the first problem we are going to consider under complex line integrals. Solution. So first of all f of z ಬರ್ಕೋಬಿಡಿ. Here f of z equal to z square and z is, as I mentioned, x plus iy. So f of z will be x plus iy whole square, and obviously dz will be dx plus I dy. f of z dz ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So now f of z u plus I v form ತರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, it is actually x square minus y square plus I into 2xy. Okay, now so f of z will be, sorry, f of z into dz will be x square minus y square plus I into 2xy into dx plus I dy, dx plus I dy. ಎರಡು ಪಾತ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಇಂಟು ದಿಸ್. ಎರಡು ಪಾತ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾತ್ ಬಂದು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಜಾಯಿನಿಂಗ್ 0 to 3 plus I. 0 ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಸೊ 1 2 3 and 1, so 3 plus I will be somewhere here. So straight line joining 0 to 3 plus I. So this is actually the point 3 comma 1. That is the first path. C and it going. This is y axis, this is x axis. So first you have to integrate over C. The second path, straight line from z equal to 0 to z equal to 3. Z equal to 0 means both x and y are 0, this point. Z equal to 3 means y is 0. So x equal to 3, y equal to 0, this straight line. So you can call this as C1. Then z equal to 3 to z equal to 3 plus I, this line. So this is C2. So first you need to integrate over C, then integrate over C1 and C2. That C1 and C2 forms another path. Okay, let us come to this part. Okay, now let us try to shift this. Okay, ಬರಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಿ. What happened is, along C, straight line joining, okay, along C and karkoತೀನಿ, straight line joining 3 comma 1 to 0 comma 0. The line joining 0 comma 0 and 3 comma 1 is given by analytic geometry. You have to recall. See, the line joining x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 is given by the equation of a line joining x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2, that is y minus y1 divided by x minus x1 equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, that formula you have to use here. So x1 comma y1 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 0 comma 0, x2 comma y2 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 3 comma 1. So it will be actually y minus 0 divided by x minus 0 equal to y minus 1, okay, sorry, 1 minus 0 divided by 3 minus 0. So that is y equal to, sorry, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 3 ಕಡೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, so x equal to 3y, x equal to 3y. So obviously you can check that when x will be 0, y should be 0, and when x is 3, y is 1. So y varies from 0 to 1, y varies from 0 to 1. And now we need to determine f of z, f of z dz. ಇದನ್ನ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 3y ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 9y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ I ಇಂಟು 2xy. ಸೊ 2 ಇಂಟು x ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 3y, ಸೊ 2 ಇಂಟು 3 ಇಂಟು y, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 6y ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ times I think you got this point, right? So 2 into 3x in, okay, 3x ಅಲ್ಲ 3y into y ಇತ್ತು, So that I write as 6y square into dx. See, x is 3y, so dx is 3 dy. So 3 dy plus I dy. Okay, this will be f of z dz equal to 8y square plus 6y square, 8y square plus 6y square into, so dy ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 3 plus I into dy. Thus now the required complex integral I ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. I equal to integral f of z dz over c, that is actually equal to integral f of z dz means 8y square plus I into 6y square times 3 plus I into dy, y varying from 0 to 1. Now you can take this 3 plus I outside, and also here see, if you take y square outside you get actually 8 plus 6I into 3 plus I times integral y varying from 0 to 1, 8 plus 6I ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, so it is y square dy. Now multiply this. 8 3s are 24 plus 8 into I, 8I plus 18I minus 6 into, so integrating this, y cube by 3 between 0 and 1. So this one is 24 minus 6, that is 18 plus 26I into 1 by 3, or I equal to 18 by 3 and 6 plus 26I by 3. Right. Now second path along C1 and C2, along C1 and C2. Okay, along C1, look into this carefully. Along C1, see, along C1 x will be varying from 0 to 3 and y is 0. Along C1 x will be varying from 0 to 3 and y is 0. Along C2 x is equal to 3 fixed and y is varying from 0 to 1. So now come to this carefully. Along C1, along C1, see, this is just like this. ಇದು C1 0 0, ಇದು 3 0 s, and it is 3 1. The C2 is C1. Now along C1 y equal to 0 and x varies from 0 to 3 and dz will be dx plus I dy. Y equal to 0 andre dy is also 0, so dz will be dx. So here actually f of z will be x square minus y square ಅಲ್ಲ, so it is actually x square ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, minus y square ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0 plus I into 2x into y, so y 0 ಅಲ್ಲ, so I into 0. So f of z is x square. So you can get f of z into dz, that is x square dx. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ C2 ಬನ್ನಿ, C2 is this. So here x equal to 3 fixed, x equal to 3 fixed, and y varies from 0 to 1. So x is fixed, so dx will be 0, so obviously dz will be I into dy, dz will be 0 plus I into dy. And now f of z will be x square minus y square plus I into 2xy alva. So it will be actually x square andre 3 square 9 minus y square plus I into 2 into 3 into y plus I 6y. So dz you can get from here. Thus I will be, that is integral over c1 f of z dz plus integral over c2 f of z dz will be equal to integral x varying from 0 to 3 f of z dz is x square dx plus y varying from 0 to 1, y varying from 0 to 1, 9 minus y square plus I into 6y times I dy. Now this is x cube by 3 between 0 to 3 plus this one will be actually 9y minus y cube by 3 plus okay I ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಸ್ ಈ I ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. 9 integrating with respect to y you get 9y minus y square, integrating it will be y cube by 3 plus I into 6 into y square by 2, that is 3y square. This is evaluated between 0 and 1. So it is x cube by 3 andre 1 by 3 into 27 minus 0 upper limit minus the lower limit plus I into this will be, see, 9 times upper limit ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ 1. So throughout upper limit ಮಾತ್ರ ಹಾಕೋಣ. So lower limit ನಿಮಗೆ 0 ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. So 9 minus 1 by 3 plus I into 3. So it is actually 9 plus 9I, okay, 9 minus 1 by 3 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 27 minus 1, so 26 by 3 it is 26 by 3. Okay, this is done. Now I into 3I, I into I minus 1, so minus 3. So you got I equal to 9 minus 3, that is 6 plus 26 by 3 I. That completes the solution of first problem. Problem B. Problem B. So evaluate integral over c mod z square dz where c is a square, where c is a square with the vertices 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1. Solution. So given f of z is mod z square, you can check that this, okay, z equal to x plus iy. So mod z andre x square plus y square alla, so f of z into dz will be x square plus y square into dx plus I dy. You can check this. Now here the given curve is of this form. It is explicitly mentioned as a square whose vertices are 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1. See, the path is in this order. Okay, this O, P, Q, R. and C is a combination of these four paths, C1, C2, C3, C4. Here I equal to integral over C f of z dz equal to integral over C1 f of z dz plus and so on integral over C4 f of z dz. And here we have f of z dz along C1. See, along the path C1 you had to concentrate only on this part C1. Y is 0, so dy is 0. Okay, x in the varana. So x is going to vary between 0 and 1. X is varying between 0 and 1. Y is 0, dy is 0. So f of z dz is, see, you have to look into this expression, x square plus 0, so that is x square into dx plus I into 0, that is x square dx. So along C1 f of z dz is x square dx. Along C2 is this path joining 1 comma 0 to 1 comma 1. So here x is fixed, x equal to 1, y is varying from 0 to 1. So x equal to 1, so dx is 0. The rate of change of x with respect to, okay, the rate of change is 0, of x is 0. So f of z dz is x square, that is 1 square plus y square, 1 plus y square into dx under 0 I dy, that is I dy. Along C3, this point is very much important, so observe this. See, it is a one way, y is equal to 1 and x is varying from 1 to 0, x equal to 1 to x equal to 0, so that point you have to keep in mind. So it is not varying from 0 to 1, it is decreasing from 1 to 0. Y equal to 1, so dy is 0, so f of z into dz will be x square plus 1 into dx. And C4, again on C4, y is decreasing from 1 to 0. Actually illu age baribekku, x from 0 to 1, y from 0 to 1 age baribekku, but nan general notation tara bardidene ashte. I think that makes no confusion, so aa intention la rite bardidene ashte. So along C4 y is decreasing from 1 to 0 and x is also 0. Okay, x is 0 and y is decreasing from 1 to 0. So dx will be 0 and f of z dz will be, so x is 0 la, it is y square into I dy. Now with this base, thus I equal to, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಓವರ್ C1 ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರೀತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್, ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಇಂಟೆಗ್ರಲ್ ಓವರ್ C1 f of z dz plus integral over C2 f of z dz plus integral over C3 f of z dz plus integral over C4 f of z dz. Okay, this is integral. Look into C1. So x varies from 0 to 1, f of z dz is x square dx plus integral over C2. Look into C2. Y is varying from 0 to 1 and f of z dz is 1 plus y square into I dy plus look into C3. here x varies from 1 to 0, f of z dz is 1 plus x square into dx, plus C4 integral y varying from 1 to 0 y square into I dy. Right, now integrating this, x cube by 3 between 0 and 1 plus I into y plus y cube by 3 between 0 and 1 plus x plus x cube by 3 between 1 and 0, upper limit is 0, lower limit is 1, plus I into y cube by 3 between 1 and 0. Right, now here applying limits it will be 1 by 3, applying limits it will be 1 by 3 plus I into applying upper limit minus the lower limit, will be getting 1 plus 1 by 3 plus applying upper limit you get 0 minus applying lower limit you get 1 minus of 1 plus 1 by 3, again plus I into applying upper limit you get 0 minus lower limit 1 by 3. So this is actually 1 by 3 plus 4 by 3 alva, I into 4 by 3 minus 4 by 3 minus I into 1 by 3. Right, okay, 1 by 3 minus 4 by 3, so that is 1 minus 4 divided by 3, it's common denominator, right, you can add, so you will be getting 1 minus 4 divided by 3 plus I common 4 minus 1 divided by 3, so it will be actually I equal to minus 1 plus I, you can check, minus 1 plus I, so that is the required solution. Okay, with this I shall wind up discussion on complex line integrals. See, I can't discuss much problems on this as we have a lot of things to discuss. So this one is very much important problem, but I am giving as exercise. So 2 comma 4 evaluate integral 0 to 3 integral 0 comma 3 to 2 comma 4 2y plus x square into dx plus 3x minus y into dy along first one, along the parabola x equal to 2t and y equal to t square plus 3. Second one, the straight line from 0 comma 3 to the straight line from 0 comma 3 to 2 comma 4.